After all the shenanigans the previous week between Charlotte and Dave Meltzer, everybody thinking Charlotte's taking time off to do some cosmetics. Charlotte not only came back immediately on Raw this week, but wrestled on the show. So, how did we get there? Sonya Deville brings back Charlotte to apologize to the referee. So, there was some good selling here, actually. You know, as they showed Charlotte beating up this Eddie Ringo, the referee, who she kicked in the gut and hit repeatedly. She actually sold it pretty well with her facial expressions. That she was kind of like, ooh, like I kind of lost my cool. So Sonya Deville was like, you paid your fine. Then Charlotte apologized, and she apologized for manhandling Eddie Ringo, or whatever the fuck his name is. To which Eddie Ringo said, "Oh well, there was mistakes on my end too, so I accept your apology." So that was enough to get her job back, and then Charlotte pushed her luck and said, "Well, I think if you said you did things wrong, then you should apologize." And to which, he then said, "You know what? You're right. I'm sorry." So then he apologizes to her, and it was all very weird and awkward because Adam Pearce was the one who suspended her indefinitely and fined her 100 grand, 100 racks. So this led to Sonya Deville getting into an argument with Adam Pearce, to which Adam Pearce wanted to know, what the hell do you think you're doing, undercutting me and my authority? Like, why aren't you respecting my authority? You're not respecting my decision making. Sonya Deville's like, oh, look, I'm sorry. Hey, look, hey, sorry. All right. It's just a thing that came up, and I didn't think it was completely fair that she would get suspended without her having, tell her side of the story, which is that, basically she blew her top. That was pretty much it. Her instincts took over and all that crap. So, Adam Pearce, he's finally starting to catch on that Sonya Deville is undercutting him. He doesn't like it. So he's like, look, I don't like this and I don't trust this. But he didn't do anything about it. So Sonya Deville set up a match with Charlotte for later, where we did not announce her opponent. Now this is where we go into a lot of silly shit. You get Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Reginald, because they're talking about distractions, and Shayna Baszler is tired of distractions. She's tired of Reginald. She's tired of Nia Jax acting stupid. She's tired of all this nonsense, even though she's the one who's always losing. She's tired of all this ish, So then, as she says, look, no more distractions. We're done with this. Reginald, you stay in your place. Nia Jax, get your head in the game. She goes away, and then a delivery guy shows up with a whole vase or a whole bundle of roses and different flowers and stuff. And Nia Jax thinks it's from Reginald, so she's like, "Oh, Reggie, thank you so much." And he's like, "Moi? Oh, vive vous français, and some more shit, or whatever the hell he was saying in French." And he was like, "I didn't do this." And then, of course, who slides in but Angel Garza to kiss her knuckles and talk about how much, this means to her and all that crap. And, of course, Reginald gets upset because Angel Garza is moving in on his cushion. And I was just like, that's disgusting. All of this is disgusting. It's disturbing. And then we get the best part of Raw. In my opinion, in my estimation, it's probably the best part of Raw. As Nia Jax and Reginald are walking down the hall towards the ring where they're about to have this match, Nia Jax sees Mandy Rose and says, "Put these in some water, bitch," and blasts her in the face with these flowers. It was hilarious. It was legit awesome. Okay? Best part of the whole, because it came across as being some of the most inane, unnecessarily dumb shit taking place. That shit was awesome. It was like it came across just so nuts. It was a perfect cherry on this shit cake. It was just kind of like, okay, I can see, she was, sweet hour. Like she went right back to being a bully. and just, bashed. And then Mandy Rose didn't do anything. She she had barely done anything. She wasn't even paying attention to Nia Jax. And she just got slapped in the face with a whole joint of roses. So the match is Lana, Naomi, and Asuka versus not Nyla Rose, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Rhea Ripley. Now, for some reason, Rhea Ripley is on the heel team. After we done this huge babyface thing with Rhea Ripley the previous week, where she's in the ring with Bianca Belair and Raquel Gonzalez, and they're all shites, grinning, and they're the top girls, and NXT, 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 NXT. Now she's back on the heel team. What is it about Rhea Ripley we're not supposed to like? Why is she a heel? What did she do that's heelish? She cut a promo on Charlotte saying, "Oh well, hopefully, we cross paths, but I'm not focused on her right now because Charlotte's not a contender for my title, so who cares?" And I'm like, she's not. Is she still feuding with Asuka? What is Rhea Ripley actually doing? And why is she on the heel team with Nia Jax, Bully, and a sack of shit, and Reginald, who is a constant distraction, and another sack of shit, and Shayna Baszler, who is a Terminator, but also a jobber, and also a sack of shit. I don't understand. I don't understand why we're supposed to hate Shayna Baszler. Well, not Shayna Baszler. Why are we supposed to hate Rhea Ripley? Why is she on that team? Anyway, the match was given some decent time. At one point in the match, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke come down to ringside, and they douse Shayna Baszler in water. To which Nia Jax comes running to her aid and takes a slip and slide face dive right into the goddamn mat. To which was not funny, was not interesting or intriguing, because Nia Jax has been slipping and falling for 3 fucking weeks. It's stupid, right? It's not interesting. I can't even think of infants who might find this stuff interesting. You would probably have to be an infant, a good 3 or 4 years old, to think that this shit is actually funny or in any way entertaining. This is straight up slapstick. Whoever comes up with this stuff needs to be tied up by their pinky toes and beat with bats. Okay? It is bullshit. It is absolute bullshit. But yet they persist. So the match continued even after we stopped to do the Looney Tunes stuff where people get doused in water and slip and fall. We continued the match because Rhea Ripley wasn't in part of. See, it's so schizophrenic because she had nothing to do with that silly shit, right? She was in the ring actually doing what she was supposed to do. Meanwhile, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are getting covered in water and slipping and falling. It doesn't make any sense. It's real dumb. Real dumb. Anyway, the women got some pretty good time, and they win. Rhea Ripley pins, I believe it was Lana. Doesn't matter. So they win. Then that's over with. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke are kind of giggling at how they threw water on Shayna Baszler and made Nia Jax fall. So Sonya Deville shows up and she makes some snide remarks at Mandy Rose about Mandy making fun of other people and being a douche, and then says, "Well, you're going to wrestle Charlotte tonight." So Mandy Rose wrestles Charlotte in one of the top matches on the show. They actually get some pretty good time here. We got to see what Mandy Rose can do as a solo act, which is not bad. She didn't do terrible, if we're being honest. I mean, maybe I'm grading on a curve because of the rest of the show was so bad. Maybe because the rest of the show was so bad, she looked good in comparison. But I did not mind Mandy Rose and Charlotte. I did not. Maybe and also because it was fresh. You almost never see Mandy Rose in some type of lengthy match. So I was okay with, finding that something intriguing to the eye. Of course, the story, was the referee, because the referee for Charlotte's match was the same referee she had gotten into it with earlier. The same one she beat up, the same one she apologized to and apologized to her. And she was, of course, getting frustrated, telling the guy to count. And ultimately, Charlotte ended up winning, and she started kind of bossing the referee around. So we're starting to see how we're going here with the Charlotte thing. Now, she's apparently not going immediately back towards the title, but she's doing something. Apparently, her story is that she's going to bully this referee, and maybe he's going to be her personal referee or something stupid like that. But outside of reinstating Charlotte, the big story is, I'm guessing, the power struggle between Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville, which is cool because we have been sitting back on this thread for a long time. And what the hell Sonya Deville is even doing back? And apparently WWE is incapable of keeping their own storylines going for any long period of time, considering Sonya Deville was supposed to be gone from WWE and now she's back and a different role. Charlotte was supposed to be gone, suspended indefinitely. She's back the next week. Couldn't even wait 2 or 3 weeks. She's back the next week. And look, I don't care, man. But my big situation is, where is this going? Where is the end game of all of this crap? Yeah, you bring Charlotte back to do what exactly? Is she going to get jumped right back into the title picture? What's going to happen here? Because we didn't get any more other than, oh, she's back, and now she gets to bully this referee, and the referee is just kind of, going along with it. But this match didn't it's not like in the match the referee screwed Charlotte and she lost, and now we can continue to build that. And it's not even like the referee fast counted Mandy, so we can build off that. It was just kind of a Charlotte wins, and now we move on. So it was kind of like, nothing, just nothing. We just had to undo what we did the previous week. That's really what the whole point of all this was. We just had to undo the suspension and further detention between Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville, which we didn't do anything about that either, because Adam Pearce didn't say, well, you can't, you don't have the authority to bring Charlotte back, which, would have been nice if he just said that, I appreciate everything you've done, but you don't have the authority to bring Charlotte back. You're an assistant or something. Him pulling rank on her or something like that could have been interesting, which would have been fine, I guess. But that's not what we got. We got, I don't really believe you. And then that was the end. And then she worked her match, just like Sonya Deville said. She won the match with the bootleg ref that she beat up, who, of course, played it right down the middle. There was some stuff between them where, Charlotte yelling at him and stuff like that. But for the most part, he did what he was supposed to do. And I'm just kind of shrugging. Like, where is this going? Where is this headed? I have no idea. And to be quite honest, I'm just, Raw sucks. I mean, what more can there be? What more can it be? Raw is trash. They're not even thinking an hour ahead, let alone weeks. It is shits. So, whatever. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.